27th, philosopher Sant Shree Dnyaneshwara and Sant Shree Tukaram Endowment Lecture Series and Orientation Program 2022.
So let me move to the fourth question. Is there a connection between growth and inequality? Economic growth and inequality, is there a connection? Yes, the answer is yes. Because how does economic growth happen? Economic growth means nation income keeps going up. Today we are a $3 trillion economy. We are the fourth or fifth largest in the world. We were not the fifth largest. We were maybe in the 20th or 25th, maybe, I don't know, 20 years ago. India was not in the top 10. So we were growing, our economy was growing. And why was it growing? Because more goods, more services, fastest growth in the world. Our pace, the rate of growth of our steel sector, cement sector, real estate, telecom, IT, software, textiles, chemicals, everything is growing. The economy is growing at 8%, 9%. It's growing. Now how is it growing? Because some sectors are doing extremely well. IT sector, if you remember, Pune is one of the clusters. Look at Hinjewadi. I don't know if you remember Hinjewadi from 30 years ago. Did you know Hinjewadi 30 years ago? If you go there today, fantastic. No other part of India has seen that kind of growth. So the growth happens because some people in the economy do extremely well. So these are the talented people, creative people, innovative people. They create wealth, they create jobs, they create factories, they create new businesses, they go ahead, they are the winners. They create jobs. IT sector, one IT job creates a job for husband and wife are working, so they need a cook, they need a jhadu pocha wala, or jhadu pocha wali, they need a driver. Then IT software company aliki, they need the restaurant, chai wala, what is called the cafeteria. So they create jobs. So one person is creating the wealth, Mr. Narayan Murthy, Infosys founder, but because of him, a lot of people are getting jobs. So the economy is expanding, but not everybody is expanding at the same time, same rate. The winners are going ahead at 20%. So total economy growth is 8% or 7%, but the top guys are going ahead by 20% per year. So therefore, the average, since elementary mathematics, the bottom guys must be growing at 1% or 2%. Average is growing at 7%. That's how the gap is increasing. So economic growth and inequality go together. Economic growth will cause inequality. That is the nature of the phenomenon. Economic growth that tumhala havi aseल, if you want fast growth, you have to accept that inequality will increase. Now this is something that economics teachers will remember. Kuznets curve. Lewis model, it's there in the literature, it's not so surprising. But Mr. Piketty also has shown a model where he says that typically it is the richer folk who have better investment strategies. If you look at the aggregate savings, the richer people in society manage to invest their wealth more cleverly. They get higher returns, stock market. The poorer people, they say only in fixed deposit in bank mein kitna milta hai? Just 3-4%. So even the investment strategies are better. So basically growth keeps happening, but the inequality also increases. So that's the connection. Now, I'm not saying that it has to happen, but this is the natural, normal phenomenon. So therefore, we come to the last question now. Fifth, what can we do about it? The answer is that that's where the spiritual dimension, that's why I'm saying, nusta economics made, microeconomics or macroeconomics or statistics, data analytics, you need sessions like this where you have to remember all those great saints. You have to remember the moral foundations. We have to remember the values. No society can sustain unless there is a strong foundation of this empathy. Whatever you call it. If empathy is very innate to human beings. If we were all sitting in this room and त्या खोलीतनं एक छोट्या बाळाचा एकदम जोरात चम चिल्लाया की छोटे बच्चे छोट्या बाळाचा एकदम रडण्याचा आवाज आला. Instinctively you will feel, some baby is crying. How does that happen? There must be something innate in our... So just because somebody is my brother or sister or my mother, I feel very close to them. But you are a stranger, I don't feel anything for you. ऐसा नहीं होता है. In fact, I think love and empathy is natural. All babies, when a baby is born, even if a robber or a thief comes and says, lollipop, oh, hi. So actually becoming non-empathetic towards other people is something that we learn. Loving, I think, is a very nature from our birth. But we have to learn to hate other people. We have to learn to be jealous of other people. We have to learn to not be empathetic to other people. So I'm saying, so what can we do about inequality? That we have to accept that if our society has increasing inequality, we must accept that we have to take care of those who are lagging behind. It is our collective responsibility. It is for our own benefit. Otherwise, we have to all live in, with bodyguards and societies with security guards. And we have to, if my daughter is going to school, उसके साथ किसको भेजना पड़ेगा? In some states of India, I don't want to name them, there was fear of kidnap, अगर कोई rich doctor है, तो अपने बच्चों को, he doesn't send, अरे बाप रे, there are cases of kidnapping. So we don't want to live in such societies. We want to live in peaceful societies. This is called World Peace University, right? We want peace in our life. So for that, or for reasons of empathy, we need to do something about inequality, which means that we have to accept that the richer folk will have greater responsibility towards the poorer folk.